What's wrong with this mic, dude? Every time when I turn on my computer, it's fucking weird. Like, my microphone's always fucking muted. And my fucking webcam doesn't fucking work. Like, I have to actually go in the software and fucking open the software and fucking turn it off and turn it back on. What the fuck? Oh. No, there are no changes are coming, dude. It's fucking RuneScape, dude. They don't do fucking. If they make a change, they're gonna fuck it up really bad. It's only a matter of time till someone fucking goes to school for fucking 1 year to learn fucking programming or game development, and then fucking makes a game way better than fucking RuneScape. It takes every fucking RuneScape player. It's only a matter of fucking time, dude. Nobody likes fucking Jags. They're going down fucking hill very fast. They're such a shitty fucking company. Screen was auto-locked. Possible theft was detected by theft detection. What? The theft protection is shit. They're like. Oh fuck, we haven't started the video yet. I'm already fucking tired. So no chill. Blankie in my pillow. Alright, make sure you watch. What should we watch, Chad? On the Pop and Meat channel. What should we watch? I forgot to open up the chat so I can actually. What the fuck does my hair look like that, dude? What the fuck? What is this thing doing, dude? It's like a fucking comb over now. It's like a fucking extended comb over. Stupid ass thing. I'm so tired, Chad. Look, yeah, I like fall. Oh shit, I like fall asleep too. Me too. Oh, for me, oh, for me. Nigerian princes and forbidden lovers. Remember the Nigerian prince that wanted fucking money from me? I'm like, dude, wait, aren't you rich? Why do you want money from me?
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and settle down because today we're talking about internet scams, baby. Roll the Patreon plug. See you there. You know, scammers have been around for so very long. Even before the internet, people.
Yeah, YouTube's aren't even supposed to be promoting Patreons. You're not supposed to be able to linking other people to third-party sites. Like, you're not supposed to be like, cause they try to fucking get me in trouble for linking my fucking OnlyFans. Like bullshit. Belle Delphine does, and hundreds of creators link their fucking Patreon. But you can't link to third-party websites. You want everyone to be on YouTube. We don't want people leaving YouTube. Like, fuck off. Go bug someone else, not me. And they left me alone.
You ever see Kit Boga?
Do not read it! Do not read in the card! What? Cancel!
I wish I was an Indian dude who was just calling old women and getting Google Play gift cards. You know? Is that racist for me to say? I mean, Joe's are Indian guys. I feel like the more I'm backtracking, I'm like, oh my god, wait, did I just... Hold on. People have been trying to scam their way into getting money since probably the beginning of time. So
Yeah,
scam
probably.
Jesus? Judas. Whether it was the snake oil salesman in the 20th century or
Jesus
the
fucked
counterfeit
over
cash
Judas,
dealers in the
and
19th
Jesus is just
century,
a
there
fucking
have always
asshole,
been
so he
people
tried
willing to
turning
take
against
advantage
them.
of gullible people for their hard-earned cash. People like to prey on people's
Fucking right.
gullibility. But not only that, But with the rise of AI and internet powers that be, it's easier for the average Joe to create a realistic scam that'll have an unsuspecting victim forking over thousands of dollars of cash of their stimmy funds. But sadly today, scamming people has never been easier. Really letting people know that you could scam people and get away with it. That's not what this video is trying to be. You used to have to leave your home and risk getting
fucking, what's his name, dude?
maybe in the street.
What's their name, dude? Jay and Silent Bob, dude. That's Jay and Silent Bob.
Leave your home.
It's Jay and Silent Bob, dude.
And risk getting your ass kicked for conning someone maybe in the streets, right? But now it can be done from the safety of your home with a stable internet connection. Well, we're really promoting this. I don't know. It's hard times. Maybe they're stimmy funds. Are we getting stimmy funds round 2?
I hope so.
I don't know. Almost threw up. So come along with me as we look at some of the internet's biggest scams. This is where we redeem ourselves. This is all the bad scams so you don't get fooled. Let's ride.
But sign up for our Patreon for the good ones.
But no, seriously, I will say right now that our Patreon isn't a scam, and that it's one of the coolest things that we have on the internet, and that you get to see behind the scenes content. You get to support me and my team. So if you want to do that, feel free. It's not a scam.
Fucking liars tomorrow.
Barn money though.
Let's talk about some of the old school internet scams from back in the day, right? These are some of the Hall of Famers from the early days of the internet where people, they didn't know what the hell was going on, right? I still feel like in a way we're still kind of in the Wild West age of the internet. I think that we have more of an idea of what's going on, but way back in the day, the internet, you have to realize, was a barren landscape. It was like the Book of Eli. I'm gonna fit in the Book of Eli thing somehow. It was like a dystopian landscape where people didn't know where to run and hide, and people were kind of just journeying around. Thus, the perfect place for internet scammers to come in and attack unsuspecting victims. So first, we have to go back to the classic internet scam that everyone's probably heard of, which is a classic, the Nigerian prince scam. Love that one. I'm a Nigerian prince, please sir, help me. This is pretty much how it worked. A random person is emailed by someone that claims to be a high status individual, Nigerian prince, like a wealthy government official.
Why don't you
or a
ask the
successful
fucking
business
king
owner.
that-
After telling you how they have temporarily lost their wealth due to some sort of unfair circumstance, they ask for your help in order to regain it, promising a sizable reward. These lies can range from unfairly sent to prison or needing bail money to having their children kidnapped and the fear of their own life. They're trying to emotionally manipulate you, right? My kids are kidnapped, son, please help me. After taking advantage of the victim's greed or generosity, they transfer the money, sometimes giving out important bank information, that kind of stuff. Really, stuff that nowadays you'd be like, why do you need my social, dude?
To run a credit.
Dude, it's a credit that...
Running a credit.
Please, sir. Their money is taken and the scammer disappears entirely. We got an example of one of the texts that is usually from one of these scams, and I can't wait to read it. It goes, "Dear beloved friend, I know this message will come to you as a surprise, but permit me of my desire to go into business relationship with you." Already nowadays, you would be like...
Fucking Indians got mass imported into Canada.
Right?
Canada's
People would be
becoming
like,
scam capital of the world now.
I am Miss
Yep.
Blank, a daughter to late Blank of Libya.
I like how they protected the internet.
Yeah, why the f did they have to? I can't tell people the fake name he gave me. Whom was murdered during the recent civil war in Libya in March 2011. Before his death, my late father was a strong supporter and member of the late Muammar Gaddafi government in Tripoli. Meanwhile, before the incident, my late father came to Cotonou, Benin Republic with the sum of USD $4.2 million, which he deposited in a bank here in Cotonou, Benin Republic, West Africa for safekeeping. I'm here seeking for an avenue to transfer the fund to you in only your reliable and trustworthy person to investment the fund. I am here in Benin Republic because of the death of my parents, and I want you to help me transfer the fund into your bank account for investment purpose. Please, I will offer you 20% of the total sum of USD $4.2 million for your assistance. Please, I wish to transfer the fund urgently without delay to your account, and also wish to relocate to your country due to the poor condition in Benin, as to enable me to continue my education, as I was a medical student before the sudden death of my parents. Reply to my alternative email. Beep. Your immediate response would be appreciated. Remain blessed. From Miss Beep. Nowadays, once again, I feel like you would look at this and be like, bullshit. This is also with the context that
anyone can become a doctor in the fucking Middle East or fucking Africa, dude. A newborn became a fucking doctor in those fucking countries. You don't even need to go to fucking school. You can just walk in the fucking hospital and be like, hey man, I can help you guys today. And they'll fucking hire your ass right away. You don't need any qualification to be a doctor in fucking India or fucking Africa.
You're gonna
You
get
don't have to
scammed
know
online.
You don't have to know
Right?
one
Imagine
fucking bone
you're
in the
first
body
person
or
on the
one
internet to
fucking
see
muscle in
this.
the
Do you know
body.
how jazzed you would be? It's like a
So you just
full-on
fucking
movie,
Google
and
like
you wouldn't
majority of the
ask
other
yourself
doctors
question
do.
of, like, why am I the only reliable person? You don't even know me. You'd probably be so wrapped up in the
What's going on
fantasy.
right here?
Scammers purposely pick dumb people.
Is
So it's
that-
like they
oh,
make it seem outlandish because it's like if someone believes this,
It's
they're
really-
evil.
Oh, dude, if I was one of those people, I would be gullible enough to do it. For one of the first people, and like you've never heard of this kind of scam before, I could see myself being like, really? Okay, what do you need to know? I'll help you. I'm sorry you lost your parents. You know, that's what people say too. They go back on the email, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear about your parents. And you get like, it's always funny seeing the response backs from the scammers, and they're just like, yes, it's tragic. Please give me the information. Sometimes the same groups will send anonymous emails to those who were just tricked, claiming they are part of a scam victims group that are owed a settlement from the government, only to be scammed again.
Fucking idiots.
Double dip, which to be fair, pretty smart. Dude, I can't believe it. I got totally fucking
Yeah, if you
ripped off.
scam
Oh,
one
God,
person
so
once, you
yeah,
can probably
put in our
scam them
information
again.
Whatever, we're getting a refund. You'd be like, oh, thank God, right? A saving grace. Well, it can't happen twice, right? Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot, Nick. And they're just like, just got you. Tricked. At that point, seriously, I would jump off a bridge. I'd be like, I don't even know what's not a lie anymore. Or I would just be like, I'm never using email again. One man received a strange spin on the classic
believe you
scam.
for
This
foreign
time, a
countries.
Nigerian astronaut named
Easy.
Dr. Bakar Tunda claimed to be straight.
You know, nobody in fucking Africa is fucking $4 million. Nobody in India is $4 million.
That's awesome.
The whole country isn't even
He was
worth
still
$4 million.
getting paid while being stuck in space for 14 years, resulting in the accumulation of $15 million. $1 million a year stuck in space, like, someone pick me up, please. To access the trust fund and receive a massive reward, the Nigerian astronaut asked for $3 million for a flight home. What do you mean? If you have 15 million, like,
Does Nigeria even have fucking a space program?
Currently typing to you from space.
They probably don't even have a fucking rocket.
You're like, oh, a Nigerian guy. You're like, I mean, where the fuck? I can't even see this guy. But if a guy's like, I'm up by the fucking moon, every night you're gonna be like, motherfucker's up there. I guess you're just kind of fishy. He's probably mass sending these out to where he's just like, you're gonna find one guy who just has $3 million. You never know. But move on from those kind of scams. Those are, that's an old classic. We've all heard of those before. Let me get you something that is near and dear to my heart, and I'll fill you in here in a bit. But these are romance scams. Sometimes, in order to cloud an innocent person's judgment, scammers enter a full online relationship with people to gain their trust and take their money.
It's a big freaking joke. Yeah.
And the first example we have are the Yahoo Boys. It's a great name, though, huh? In Nigeria, it's Nigerians, man. In Nigeria, there is an infamous group of scammers known as the Yahoo Boys, a group of cyber criminals that have successfully scammed thousands of people through elaborate schemes, namely the romance scams. That little motherfuckers got silver tongues, dude. They're sitting there, they're sweet talking you and all that kind of stuff. They operate out of what they refer to as the Hustle Kingdom. In reality, it's a dark, compact room filled with members using piles of computers and phones to enact scams. It's pretty much just, like a regular room, and everybody has like a gateway computer turned on.
Not fraud, though?
It would look like a LAN party, a fun LAN party, but instead they're like sexting old women, stuff like that for money. I do like this picture here. They all have their face masks on. Like, one of us is definitely sick. They extort people through dating sites and social media by impersonating attractive women and men, and after chatting and flirting for a while, they're able to convince women and men to send them money through various means, right? Which the men part would probably be the easiest. You're some fucking like big-titted woman, and some guy's like, hello, princess. Good morning, darling. The person's just like, hello, did you go to bank today? I'm on my way. That guy feels like he's on top of the world, too.
You know how you prove that these women are scammers? If they message hello first.
Yeah.
Always fake, because they're desperate to get your money.
What are you talking about, dude? Are you talking about women never text you hello first? Are you like a bitter?
On Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never. I've never had a real person text me hello.
It's gonna be a lot of women being like,
And they won't say hello.
Say hello first. Dick's like, nah.
Say something else. The
That's
scammers will say
They
hello.
don't, because they had to change it that men can now message first, and now the CEO left because the company's failed.
I'm glad we don't put a
Killing the signature
He's
feature for
ranting
what?
and raving. He's moving
Cutting
around.
what in?
Look at- you're stuck
I can't
in
fucking go.
huffing
Come on,
and
dude. What the
puffing.
fuck's wrong with this keyboard? It's killing the signature feature and letting men message first.
Left because the company's failing.
It should be women message first. It's always been that messaging
moving
first.
his arms around. Look at you're stuck.
Why do men message first?
According to one of the romance scammer kingpins tracked down by CBS, Americans are by far the easiest in the world to scam like this. You're a perfect. Have you ever been on the dating websites? You talk to Chinese guys all the time.
Like, fuck, dude.
Women.
Well, but they're Chinese guys.
Well, they're guys.
It's a picture of women, obviously, because you always say there's like.
Well, I am.
It's like you know.
Well, they ask for pictures.
It's Will I Am.
So you send normal pictures. They're like, no pictures of your thing down there.
Oh, do you think they're trying to extort you? So they're asking nudes for you or blackmailing
Plus,
you?
you got a sick last name, dude. It looks like your last name looks like a last name that has like tons of lore behind it. Greerer? I think it's Greerer or something like that. Your last name just looks like it's fucking like really old and has like lots of fucking like ancient history around it. Like your ancestors are probably fucking the people who invented fucking like oxygen or something like that. Like something important.
Men probably just like want nudes, so they're like,
oh, so you don't even think this is a financial scam? You're saying that this is like people who are like, I just want to see your cock and jack off to it.
I did get scammed out of Ethereum one time though.
What?
It was only like $400, but
that's a lot of money. So
yeah, $400.
Was that from a dating website too?
No, it was on Reddit. I was being stupid. I was trying to buy like a chemical from a company. You have to have
what? Like you're like kind of going back to
trying to buy an illegal chemical.
What
so
chemical?
There's a website.
Yeah. I get that there's a website for the chemical. But what do you need the chemical for?
It's basically just a preservative. You put it in so like your food or something will last longer.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on.
Sure,
you
bud.
went on a website and they asked you for crypto to buy magic dust apparently that you throw on your chicken and it makes your chicken last longer. First off, why do you need these preservatives? How long are you keeping things?
Because I was just like, oh, there's a market for this. But then like the problem was the preservative you had to buy from a science company, Irvine Science. And so I was like, I don't have a login for this. So on Reddit, I was like, hey, does anybody have a login for this? Yeah, man, I got you. So he's like, I was like, okay. And I was like, this is how much I want. And he's like, okay, my fee is like 10%. So then I gave him that and then I tipped him. Give him like an extra $100. He's like, thanks, bro. Anyways, he sent me these screenshots and I like looked at them again and I realized that he just put them in the cart, which anyone can do. And then I was like, oh no, he scammed me. And I was like, well, I'm out of money. So
I just want to say too, what I decided out of that, you didn't even say your scam. So in my head, you are still, you didn't put it out there so someone else couldn't do it. You're still holding it on the back burner.
You tipped the guy an extra $100. Holy fuck.
You didn't even tell me what the preservative is for. It doesn't matter. We're going, which Yahoo boys, who gives a shit? They're scamming people. That I just find out that Nick is plotting something. I don't know. Watch out. That's all I gotta say. Or we could talk about a woman who lost 120,000 pounds in a romance scam. Linda Young had recently divorced her husband of 24 years. Good woman. Because her children had already graduated and moved out of the house. She found herself lonely and in need of a new relationship. The birds are out of the nest, and now she's in this place where she has a lot of free time. She's looking for a new love. Who hasn't been there? This led to her joining a dating site for people over 50, where she met a charming and attractive man. They were talking all the time, whether it be over email, text, or even phone calls. So she was starting it off on Gmail. And then she's texting. And now she's even calling. See, that's how they get you too, is they're like, well, call me. That's how you know it's a real person. Well, I mean, like in a way you're like, oh, this is a scam. But then you call, hey, I'm real.
I do that. I'm so paranoid of it. I say, you want to get on FaceTime?
To the new people you're dating?
I do.
Yeah, you have to, dude.
Video. I mean, this is about internet scams, and this is, you're a blossom like
how
a
many
little flower
scams you have to
in
see
an
them?
article from the BBC, she recounts her feelings, and it goes as follows.
I just couldn't stop the adrenaline rush. It was addictive. Every time my phone buzzed or a text came through from him, me whole world just lit up.
Okay, she sounds beautiful. After 6 months, she was completely obsessed with this man. This ended up clouding her judgment when he eventually asked for a large sum of money to invest for both of them. She was promised that this money would come back to her since they were going to undoubtedly have a future together. See, this is the long con. 6 months too. That's not a fucking, little weekend thing. This guy's been putting the time in. People are doing it too. They have to be doing it to like 20 different people. And it's like things that are just,
They're on their phone. They have 12 phones.
Yeah,
Pokemon Go guy.
Numbers and, 100%. Unfortunately, she decided to go for it, transferring 120,000 pounds to the man.
Oh my God! Over 6 months.
Completely. That's very sad. Linda admitted,
It took me a long time to work through the shame.
What a sad way to end that. When you go through one of those scams, do you think that you would ever want to go through like an online dating website again?
Well, I said that, and I still use online dating.
Well, to be fair, you never got online scammed. You just asked for like a mystery chemical to put onto something to scam people. Oh, I want to see something.
Hello.
Hello, mother.
How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing a video on internet scams right now, and I was wondering, can you talk to me about that guy at all?
Oh God, yes. Well, it was on a first free dating website, but it just started out as a friendly thing, just somebody like online to talk to, and they suck you in. And when you're looking back, it was kind of like a romance novel kind of talk, like women like, but you know, it's not a normal conversation per se. But just all these nice little innuendos and things, and then just goes into what he does for a living. And then it was always some kind of like looking into it, some kind of oil rig. You're in another country. You're working for the military. It's secret kind of vibe. And you know,
How serious?
they're making tons of money, probably tons of money, but it's very secretive. It's very, and he's always widowed. Unfortunate mishap of the spouse.
How long did this go on for?
Ugh.
The girl who was scammed out of $120,000, it was 6 months.
No, this probably was like 9. Maybe.
Wow. So
Maybe.
was it pretty serious? Like, did you like?
Well, for a long time it wasn't, and then it just seemed like for like 6 months it was just talking all the time. Of course, because you know. But then you start talking about meeting and stuff like that, and there'd always be something going on. And I remember showing you pictures, and you know, me not having a clue. You're like, wow, that's not real. And I was like, I mean, you were nice about it, but you're like, look at this picture, and I had no idea. I'm like, what? And you're like, I mean, just check it out.
Be honest, mother. Did he get some pictures out of you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Unfortunate. Well, you have any advice for
Oh, yeah,
online
sure.
dating?
Yes, I did. Immediately get offline and try to meet people while you're out and about. Well, that's easier said than done.
Okay.
No,
All right.
get your
This
ass out
is
there
turning
and do
into a
something.
very bitter. This is turning into a bitter thing. I love you. I'm gonna go.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Night. Old girl got sent pussy and titty pics to the guy. You know, what fucked up too is like the ultimate goal is money, whatever, but that's just like a cherry on top for him, you know. It's like a power trip thing too. It's fucked up. Anyways, let's talk about Stranger
That could be
Things
used for
fan
blackmail to
thinks
get
she's
more
dating
money.
one of the actors from the show. I guess with AI and stuff, you can count some of these things, but also
Yeah, it's gonna get the government needs
dating,
to make
you know
like an international fucking scamming fucking provision or something, dude. If one of the fucking scammers get fucking a hold of fucking AI and start deep faking shit, they're gonna be making way more than $10 billion a year. I'll be making fucking 10 trillion a year.
Already. What are we? Come on, really? A mother from Kentucky named
Easily, dude.
Michaela. Is that really how you spell it too? There's some like white trash Michaela stuff right there.
White trash.
Michaela was going through a rocky relationship with her husband. Feeling lonely, she decided to join a forum for online artists in order to start meeting new people in the filmmaking community. It was there she met Docker Montgomery, an actor from his role as Billy Hargrove from Stranger Things series. She thought that she was dating Billy. Isn't he like supposed to be the hottest guy from the show?
Will is.
Will's
The
the hottest?
fuck? Look at his
I
haircut.
don't know. How delusional can you be? They hit it off right away. Oh, did they? Yeah, the guy who's an LA filmmaker is in a weird indie Kentucky filmmaking group. They hit it off right away, sending each other romantic messages and expressing their deep love for each other. Michaela was absolutely obsessed, so we're talking sexting like immediately.
She was sending pictures of her wet fingers.
God damn, dude. Rough episode for you so far. The actor told her to decide between her husband or him. Whoa! Michaela divorced her husband without hesitation to show that she was serious. Oh, Michaela, you stupid person. It was a rocky relationship, sure, but it's also just like, she had to have told the guy that it's like, yeah, Billy from Stranger Things is dating me. The husband's just like, what the fuck are you even on about? What's coming out of your gob? She recalls Montgomery expressing frustrations about his relationship with Liv Pollock, who was supposedly giving him money problems by taking control of his banking information. Yeah, so he's saying that Billy, the actor that's playing Billy, it's like, my girlfriend's fucking up my bank, I can't even get into my bank account. Michaela, who was also dealing with a controlling ex-husband, could relate. This brought them even
That sucks.
The actor would slowly start asking for money through gift
Oh.
card exchanges and
Oh.
currency, which Michaela regretfully indulged in. Over time, she has sent to him over $10,000 of Google Play gift cards and Doge. She eventually
What an
began to
idiot.
realize that this was too good to be true, ending things with her supposed lover after spending a fortune on him. I'm not saying that people can't find love. You're a person, you find out
Gift
that you start
cards?
dating an
Really?
actor
That's
because they
stupid.
like your TikToks or something. I don't fucking know. Anything is possible. If you start dating John Goodman, and John Goodman's asking 87-year-old John Goodman is asking you for cryptocurrency and gift cards, Google Play gift cards, I would
RuneScape.
assume that's a scam.
That was
Be
RuneScape,
careful out
Ed.
there. But we get to move into the world of AI scams. AI, the crazy new thing, very, very scary. What's real, what's not real anymore? I don't fucking know. We're all gonna burn in hell. People are able to take voice recordings of you or other people and implement scams themselves. That AI learning technology, it's very believable. It's pretty fucking
Yeah, they
scary.
could probably do it
It's
to
a little nuts.
YouTubers
So
too.
yesterday I got
There's
a
so
call
much
from my
YouTube
grandparents
content.
asked me if I was okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
Confused, I said, of course I was. After some confusion, it turns out they got a call from an AI that used my voice to say I was in a car accident and needed money for the hospital, and also not to tell my parents.
I ain't got time for that shit.
That's so fucked. That's so creepy, too. So invasive.
You know how they do that? If you ever get a phone call and it's a lot of times if it's like silent,
I started blocking those.
yeah, because if you're like hello, or if you get weird calls and they're asking you specific things, because what they're trying to do is train your voice off the phone call.
I mean, I feel like everybody gets like toll-free bullshit, like, oh, have you done this, blah, 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 and you're like, fuck off, and you hang up. Which we get to talk about AI Brad Pitt scamming a poor French woman. Oui, oui. This year, a French woman named Anne lost 830,000 euros by a scammer pretending to be Brad Pitt. In response,
Wow.
she endured a giant wave of harassment and mockery. It's sad. It's dumb, but it's sad. Anne, who was married at the time, was contacted via Instagram by someone posing as Brad Pitt. Because Anne was new to social media, she was gullible and ended up chatting with him for a while. With old people, I feel like all you have to do, once again, I feel like I'm promoting this kind of shit, but I feel like all you have to do with old people is just be like, you see the name and you see the picture and you're like, that's them! How else
Yeah.
would someone say that they're Brad Pitt? They have a picture of him, they have his name on an account.
Nowadays, there's even apps that will project your video live. So you could be like, hey, do a video call, and voice modulate and face modulate.
Hey, I'm Brad Pitt. All
Let's do that.
Video call. And
The Vita RTX 5000. Holy fuck, dude! Isn't that the newest one? Alright, you need a fucking really strong GPU for it. Model Jackie Chan. Face aligner for points. So that's this. Oh, so that's when you select the areas that it changes. Camera source. Yeah, that's your camera. Okay. Then you swap face. You put the Jackie Chan thing down here. Marker Google Face Mesh. We gotta get rid of Google Face Mesh.
voice modulate and face modulate.
Hey, I'm Brad Pitt. All right, all right, all right. She's like, hey, I thought that was Matthew McConaughey. He's like, yeah. The actor started asking for money in order to pay customs for the luxury gift he wanted to send her. I got you gifts, but you gotta pay for them. He would make up stories about how his bank accounts were frozen as a result of his divorce proceedings with Angelina Jolie. That's how you get those old women too, dude. Yeah, Angelina Jolie, that fucking bitch. Gone in 60 seconds, my ass. And would pay the money every time, and the scammer started to realize that he could easily squeeze more and more money out of her. Eventually, he fooled her into paying 775,000 euros to pay for kidney cancer treatment. To sell
Holy
the lie, he
fuck.
sent AI-generated images of Brad Pitt in the hospital and believed they were real because there was no traces of these photos online, meaning they must have been taken just for her. So sad, dude. She herself was in cancer remission. Oh my god.
So how she have
she felt sympathy
fucking
for
$1
the
million,
poor actress. I feel like
dude?
the floor from underneath it just dropped. You know what I mean? Like that gut feeling. Ugh. During this time, Anne got a divorce with her husband, which I wonder this too. I'm speculating because now I'm too sympathetic towards Anne. Going through cancer remission and kind of living your life, you're sitting there and you're just like, I don't even know if I'm happy in this marriage. You know, like it's just you're willing to take these risks now and you're easy to be swayed in these different directions. It's one of those things where it's like finally a piece of good luck comes my way. Brad Pitt or Billy from Stranger Things, which you would think.
Oh, bitch, you wear
Her
it.
daughter at the time had spent an entire year trying to convince her that this was all a hoax, but to no avail. Fuck She even had somebody being like, Mom, it's not Brad Pitt. I'm telling you that right now. To keep up the lie, the scammers crafted an AI-generated news report discussing the exclusive relationship Brad Pitt had with a woman named Anne. This eased her suspicions until she saw the news that Brad and Ines de Ramon entered a public relationship in 2024. No, you said you loved me. She ended things with the supposed actor and stated that the whole ordeal put her in a very dark place. She attempted to take her own life 3 times. Crushed after realizing that she sent a majority of her savings to a scammer. No shit, dude. There's no way to get justice.
They deserve to lose all your
So all
fucking
these
money. You
stories
dumped
just
your
get
fucking
ended.
great
It's just like,
husband for fucking
I guess
someone
that's what
else.
it is. If you get a call from somebody that's like, hey,
The
this is Nick
fuck?
Canyon, I need money or whatever. It's
Just
real.
recycling people
I'm
after that
calling.
point.
No, seriously, the Patreon is open and I do need the help. We just need more puppets and we're setting up a new little space for more sets right now. So maybe consider supporting.
Not a scam.
It's not a scam. I know I'm smiling, but I'm just nervous now because it doesn't matter. Oh, we could talk about another man who was scammed out of $25,000 by an AI voice. Anthony, an older man from Los Angeles, was conned out of $25,000 after being targeted by AI scammers. He received a phone call from a person that sounded exactly like his son. The scammer used an AI voice to lie about being in a car accident with a pregnant woman who was rushed to the hospital. Who's pregnant? That would be an emotional call, dude. I'm gonna be a granddad? Wait, what? He then received a call from a supposed lawyer named Michael Roberts telling him, you need to get $9,200 as fast as you can if you want your son out of jail. Otherwise, he's in for 45 days. Scammers often ask for money with a sense of urgency to pressure victims
$95,000
into
for
sending money
45
without
days.
taking time to think of how suspicious the situation is. They want it now. It's gotta be now, or you're gonna get in big trouble. Your son's in big trouble, and her pregnant wife, she's really pregnant. She's about to pop at any time,
Ew.
and he doesn't even know where she's at anymore, dude. You gotta get him out of jail. After rushing to the bank to retrieve the money, they called Michael Roberts back, and Uber was sent to their house to pick up the cash. An Uber, only for them to receive another call immediately. Apparently, the pregnant woman died.
Ew.
Raising the bail up astronomically. In a panic, they gathered more money and gave it to another Uber driver that showed up to retrieve it. Dude, I would never hand an Uber driver any amount of cash. I'd be like, you don't have a car? Hello? What? It was only when her daughter started trying to look up information about the supposed court case that they realized it was a scam. And once again, money's gone, he got. Or we could talk about a woman who thought that Elon Musk was calling her to pitch her an idea for an investment. That'd be a horrible call, wouldn't it? Elon calling you? Even the real thing, I'd be like, oh, what do you invest? God, dude, really, Elon? A recent type of scam has resulted in billions of dollars being stolen by scammers.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to tell you about the Neuralink crypto token, the new cryptocurrency that will change the world forever.
By using AI, people have started creating
tell
fake
it's fake.
advertisements
Look at
where
his
Elon
mouth.
Musk proposes an investment opportunity. 62-year-old Heidi Swan, one of the victims, recounts her experience seeing the ad on Facebook and TikTok, and in the ad, an AI voice of Elon Musk was used to sell this lie. This resulted in her spending $10,000 in cryptocurrency and
Facebook,
sending
right?
it over, only to get ghosted and left confused as to what happened. Or a man who was tricked out of $25 million from deep fake CEO. Who are these people? Is this fucking Warren Buffett? My God. In an especially absurd case of AI fraud, a finance worker from Hong Kong was conned out of $25 million. A Hong Kong millionaire, probably billionaire. In 2024, a multinational firm was targeted by AI scammers who had entered a call with a deepfake version of the company's chief financial officer. So they were able to get the fucking CFO's voice. That's crazy. In the call, there were several other employees there who were also deepfaked to sell the scene of a big company's Zoom meeting. That's fucking like some Ocean's 11 shit. The guy ended up sending about $25.6 million USD to multiple bank accounts as instructed by the supposed bosses. That's insane. That isn't just a guy scamming someone being like, I'm Billy from Stranger Things. This is like an actual heist. We've given you a lot of scams today, right? So in this video, I at least want to take time to talk about common scam tactics or red flags that you should look for and that I'm going to even keep in mind moving forward in the future. So it isn't uncommon for a scammer to call you and say something and say nothing. They want to wait until you ask, is anybody there, before hanging up and using the audio sample to recreate your voice and scam people you know. So if you get a call from somebody who isn't saying shit, just hang up. Don't be the first person to say hello anymore. Hello is a thing of the past. And because let me tell you, silence, a regular person is going to be like, Hello? Then you can have your conversation, all right? A clear sign that you're being scammed is if a person over the phone is trying to get payments through gift cards or cryptocurrency, because these type of payments are harder to trace by law enforcement. If anyone's asking you to pay a debt through Google Play gift cards or Ethereum, hang up the phone immediately. You'll be fine. Scammers play with your sense of urgency, but there's no reason why people need to rush to pay an officer over the phone. Often, it's safer to just hang up and call a local police station if anything feels suspicious. Let's say, scammer, you did a hit and run, which don't do that. I don't know where I'm going at with this. There's no reason you should pay a police officer on the phone, right? But I'm saying if for some reason somebody knows of a crime that you did, like that's what I'm saying, a hit and run, or like you stole a fucking pear from the store and they're just like, we know you stole something. Call the fucking local station, dude. Turn yourself in, you're a criminal. Actually, you know what? You deserve to be stoned for stealing that pear. Get rich quick situations are always too good to be true. Why would a Nigerian prince need your help? Don't be a fucking moron, right? There's no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. The only way to ever work
coming up, dude.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about trick-or-treating. Halloween used to be a fun time when you were younger. You used to walk around with your friends, you used to get dressed up, go to school, or everybody was dressed up in creepy costumes, and people would compliment your costume and you'd feel like a big man. Walk around with your friends afterwards, go get candies, and reminisce on all the spooky things that happened during this time of year. But it seems kind of dead, doesn't it? I feel like the last couple of years, there's just no trick-or-treaters at all. It feels like a dead meme. Trick-or-treating is a thing of the past. And sure, you have trunk-or-treating, but goddamn, that doesn't count for anything. If I'm gonna go walk around a parking lot for a bit on people's trunks, that. So today I wanted to talk about what the hell happened to trick-or-treating, right? What was some of the causes of trick-or-treating's demise? And no, I'm not gonna talk about kids having cell phones and else probably. Well, we might touch on that a little bit, but some people say it was the economy collapsed in 2008. Really? People are gonna stop eating Tootsie Rolls and dressing up as a goddamn werewolf because their mom and dad can't pay for a house? Doubtful. Doubtful. I think it's because the parents are too afraid to send their kids out into this crazy, crazy world. And hell, I think even kids are too afraid to go out into this crazy, crazy world. There's a lot of stories, a lot of crazy things seem to happen during this time of year. And a lot of dangerous things seem to happen as well. Let's go down the dark rabbit hole of the dangers of trick-or-treating.
Today's video is sponsored by Pretty Litter. Do you have cats? I'll tell you what.
Mongering.
I'm a man, I don't have a cat, dude.
People getting
I'm a man, not a
dangerous
fucking
things
bitch,
inside
man.
of candy or instead of candy, right? In many cases, the source of malicious Halloween candy tampering is hard to track down. Because of this, people are convinced that most of these stories are just fear-mongering, right? There's a lot of stories out there, but not a lot of proof. And a lot of people use this as ways to basically diminish, maybe even slander the name of Halloween. But these instances can be real. Much like in 2019, Jason Rax from Waterbury, Connecticut was arrested on Halloween night for tampering children's Halloween candy. All right, that's a bad
That's alright.
You're already on a list if you're tampering
Free
with
slay,
Halloween
I slayed the
Waterbury
free.
residents reported to
Free
police that
slay,
there were razor
I
blades in
saved the
children's Halloween
children.
baskets. It was noted
Free
that the razor
slay,
blades were
I
loose
saved
and
the
not found
village.
inside the candy themselves. Just throwing in a handful of razors.
Gotta work on
Gillette
that song.
razors just flopping around some Tootsie Rolls due to milk dud boxes. The man believed
Gotta
to be
work on that
responsible
song,
for
little
this
dog.
was 37-year-old Jason Rax, who was taken into custody almost immediately. Rax told the police that they accidentally
I don't
spilled over
worship
candy
child
bowls that they used to
molesters,
hand
dude.
out the
Fuck
treats
that.
in. The same bowl that I put all my random razor blades in was the
Fuck
bowl we
that,
so
dude.
happened to have our Skittles in.
Never
And
worship a
notably-
child molester.
and I hate to say this too, but I will say this looks like a man who would hand out razor blades too. They gotta get you purposely looking fucking terrible in these shots, right?
I think I've read that they purposely wait.
Just a long time, so you're just tired as shit. Yeah. When questioned, Rax could not explain how the blades got to the children's baskets without being noticed. What world could he accidentally not stab the shit out of his hand by being like, oh,
Tired
God,
child.
razor blades in here? There's no way he can fumble around. Here you go, kids. Wait, what is that shiny metallic object that I just put into that kid's basket? I don't know.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he went to Lowe's, got his candy there and razor blades, and then he just dumped the basket.
Why Lowe's for razor blades? Why Lowe's is your example? If anything, I thought you'd say he went to Walmart and picked up all his fun-sized family bag of candies.
Did you know the main requirement to become a satanic priest is to infiltrate the church as a pedophile Christian priest?
Blades. Did you know whenever you get home, you have your bags of groceries on your counter?
No, the main requirement is to read the
That's all you
fucking
goodies you buy.
Satanic
Wait,
Bible by
snack
Anton
on all the stuff
LaVey.
you want to snack on, and then coincidentally, oh, not with the sleight of a hand, oops, in the bowl with the candy. That's probably what happened.
A lot of
Ultimately
people hate
charged with the risk of
pedophiles,
injury
dude.
to a minor, reckless endangerment. and
Not everybody
interfering
supports
with a police
raping
officer.
children,
His
dude.
bond was set to
Some people think it's gross.
$250,000. Luckily, no children were injured through the whole ordeal. Thank God. Which, you know, there are many reported instances of sharp metal objects being sneakily hidden inside candy wrappers and handed out to kids, which is a sentence that I never thought I would say, and I didn't think that it was that common, but apparently it is. And in one case, an 11-year-old was sent to the hospital after eating a foreign metal object hidden inside a Reese's peanut butter cup. If I had a nickel. If I had a dime every time that happened to me, dude. She was rushed to the hospital soon after to have it surgically removed. I don't know, did you eat the fucking Reese's Putt in one fucking gulp? Goddamn, dude. Bite into it.
Didn't even chew it.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, I hate chewing chocolate. It
Pedophilia
happened
is
again in
prominent
2021
among the elite
when it was
class,
reported that a sewing
deep state
needle was found
politicians, and
crammed inside of
military.
a Kit Kat bar, and another in a pack of Sour Patch Kids.
Were they
It's not
skewered?
They skewered it in, and the picture of that is that is crazy. People were so worried that a local community
Well, then there's
hospital
no right
offered
for
to provide
priests to doing it
extras of
because
any
they're not
candy
elite
distributed to
class.
trick-or-treaters using a portable X-ray machine. Ohio police called it truly disturbing. Yeah,
There's
look at
masters
that
of
Kit Kat.
manipulation.
My God, what kind of psychopath?
It's good at manipulating
Listen,
a lot
I
of
get not
people.
liking kids, right? Kids are fucking annoying. To put a needle inside a Kit Kat. Eat it. To be that mentally fucking disturbed, then to also be like, have fun out there tonight, and as they're walking away, they turn around, they're just like, you know what I mean? Fucking psychopaths. Offering free x-rays for the bad stuff in candies has been pretty notable and was even pretty big in the 80s. And even last year in 2023, Wisconsin parents discovered that their child's Halloween candy included a
nail?
Tootsie Roll
Damn.
with a nail in it. Isn't that fun? The parents posted an image to Facebook to alert other parents, showing that she already been injured upon finding it. Dude, we can't show the whole bloody ass thumb. There's the nail. With all these stories about sharp objects being put inside candy, corporate seeds should never be found. It might lead you to be skeptical, but still terrifying to imagine nonetheless.
Put it on
this is
fucking
just
autoplay
the
so it
tip
keeps playing for
of
you
the
guys.
iceberg. How many of those that we just talked about do you think are real?
That Facebook one? That seems fake. Ow, I poked my finger.
Well, I was gonna say, what, you're gonna set up a shot of like, also my fucking nails are. I don't even know if we're gonna release the pumpkin spice thing. There's been a couple videos. All right, they're gel. I can't peel them off. They're fucking gel. It hurt. It burned. I had to put my hand inside this purple illuminated box. And it was scolding. I was like, ow. And she was just like, just wait a second, it'll go away. And I was like, I put it back in, and yeah, these motherfuckers are not coming off. And I felt really stupid because I was like, so tonight, how do I get these off? She said, tonight? I said, yeah, can I peel these off tonight? And she's like, oh, these are supposed to be on for 3 weeks. And I said,
Oh.
so that's the whole thing. I was gonna do it, doesn't matter. But yeah, staging it in front of all your aesthetic candy and shit
Yep,
too.
fine.
Come on, man. That shit seems set up. Even the way that the nails poking out. Come on, dude.
How did she stab herself? The nail's pointing down and it stabbed her thumb.
Well, I mean, it's still protruding out of the wrapper. You can still fucking poke your thumb, Nick. How did she do that? The paper's there protecting the nail. What the hell? But in 2014, an Ohio mother checked her son's candy to find 4 boxes of Milk Duds, each filled with 22 caliber bullets.
That's insane.
Well, it is insane. I'll tell you why. Because Milk Duds are my favorite candy. All right, and everyone gets mad at me when I say that. Does it take 7 years to chew one Milk Dud? Yeah, dude. But guess what? That's what makes it so good. It's to work through it to enjoy. No pain, no gain, as they say. Right. Also, just want to say, finding
That's what they
22
say.
caliber bullets inside the Milk Dud box.
That's crazy.
That's wrong. Okay. Chrissy Campbell's 4-year-old son, Landon, came home, bringing along some candy that was given to him from his preschool. What are you going to give bullets to a kid for? I mean, what the fuck? Do you expect him a 4-year-old to show up to school with a gun like that? What are you talking about? He has to have the 22 caliber gun, dude. If you're going to fuck with kids like that, at least make it to where, I don't know. It's a thing full of tacks. And they're like, ooh, and they eat it. That's chocolate, blood all the time. During a Halloween event, parents handed out homemade bags of candy to children. The Milk Dud boxes were given to the child inside a small black bag that said, eat, drink, and be scary. What's even creepier is that the large bag that contained these items had the children's name written on them.
Oh,
They
fuck.
knew who they were. All right, that's a little. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually legitimately pretty creepy. How did they not get caught?
Yeah, what the hell?
Nobody at the preschool would comment on the
Yo
matter,
fam,
and the
aside from the
People's
1K
Police
a month
Department
rent,
began an
how much
investigation. They
additionally
also
do you
planned to
need
work
for
with the
food,
prosecutor's
internet,
office to determine what
transport,
charges
and
would
all other
apply.
monthly
There appears to be
living in
no
Toronto
update as to
nowadays?
whether or not the culprit was found. But how? How many kids are in the class? It's like just bring
Not like another 1,000 at
parents in and
least.
be like, hello? Which one? It's like one guy with like, he's like super tall and he's like a giant like trench coat.
Need like at least 4 or 5 grand a month,
Which one of you
dude.
did this? It's the guy with like loading a gun in the back. We gotta protect our kids. George, your
Oh.
child died
Please
drowning
like the
6
video
months ago.
docs.
What are you doing here? Just miss her.
Oh.
It would be something like that, you know what I mean? If I can't have my baby girl, no one can have their baby girls.
I bet
Yeah.
you the mom saw the milk dud boxes, shook them. Oh, they're milk duds.
God, that's so
Like,
tired.
What the hell are you
Work,
saying?
dude.
Chocolate orbs
I
are
got
not
so
gonna
much
sound
sleep
like
before
bullet
work.
casings. Ding, 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 ding. That's
Fuck,
what it
dog.
sounds like a little canister
Mom.
of pennies. What the hell? You're sympathetic
No
to
more
mom,
wine,
who's just like,
Mom.
yep, those are milk duds. Start popping off in her hand.
No, Mom. What time is it in
You
fucking
seem like the fucking guy
Europe,
who do it,
dude?
Are you kidding me? I don't see the big deal. I didn't. Easy mistake.
Yo, Fom.
Really? If razor blades and sewing needles weren't bad enough, imagine checking your child's Halloween candy and finding drugs. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No!
No, not
When a
drugs.
mother from North Plains found a purple chewable Advil pill in her child's Halloween candy, disguised as a sweet tart. I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, this is how bad of a parent I'd be.
It's a fucking Advil.
Are
What
you
the
able
fuck?
to save on them $25 an hour jobs for you breaking even?
One Advil?
It's
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, here's a whole thing of Advil. I'd be like, well, that's
Yeah.
irresponsible.
Well, I have to work 3
The
jobs.
whole sweet tart thing was Advil.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you don't get any savings in
It
Toronto.
was like candy necklaces.
You don't get any savings, dog.
Typically, the most common culprit that is found in candy.
You don't get any savings in
Hey,
Toronto,
sweet
dude.
tooth? I know I do. Horror
You get
stories
savings
about
when you
how
leave Toronto.
consumed parents around the Halloween season, specifically due to a recent story involving fentanyl, the boogeyman,
Oh no.
the boogeyman of
Fentanyl, the boogeyman of drugs.
of the drugs lately. In October of 2022, 12,000 suspected fentanyl pills were found in various bags of candy, as reported
Holy
by the DEA
fuck.
agents at LAX, just at the airport. 12,000 pills. What
Well,
the
yeah,
hell?
that's
Oh
at
my
the.
God,
That's
look
because they're
at
smuggling it in. Yeah, they're not putting that. But they're not gonna give that to a
Surveys
kid.
changed their design. It's also anybody carrying around a fucking box of sweet tarts.
Yeah, they're not gonna give that to a kid. They're just trying to smuggle it in that
Even
fucking
Whoppers
way.
for that matter, dude.
Dumbass border people.
That's
Oh,
like
they're gonna hand it out for Halloween.
I want popcorn and mold balls because they have nothing else. People are just like, why don't you eat anything else? Literally, Coca-Cola and mold balls. Put me in a fentanyl flop over getting a box of sweet tarts and Whoppers, dude. Are you kidding me? Unfortunately, the suspect fled prior to being detained, but has been identified and is currently part of an ongoing investigation. Once again, nobody really arrested besides the first guy at the very beginning with his mishap with razors in a bowl. How have we not caught anybody else? Now I kind of believe him too. It feels like an accident. Everything
It's
else is
7.
real.
It's 7:20
Way
here.
left and right. He's like,
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. There was an accident.
Do you ever consider fucking
Even
off
back in
into
2017,
Thailand as an
reports of
English
fentanyl
teacher and
bloggers
or
were found
professional
all around
feature?
Yeah.
Canada during Halloween time. Bloggers
Somewhere,
are a type
dude.
of paper used to carry liquid
Yeah, you can
solution
teach English
drug.
somewhere, dude.
Is that what
Always
the
hot
LSD you
there.
put in your tongue?
Yeah, dude. Let's go, dude. You got a plane? Let's go.
That's a blotter. Oh, look at that one. That one's cute.
go,
It's a
dude.
little
Let's
chunk.
fly
That
out
sounds like
tomorrow.
Fun. Eat this razor blade.
Actually, no, it's flying after Thanksgiving because I gotta see my grandparents.
It still seems to have
So next
most
Monday we can
reports.
fly out. You can try to, if you can try to
'Cause a lot of these
acquire
are like, oh, why would somebody
plane-
pick up
plane.
made brownies or whatever?
acquire, meaning
So
either
cheap.
buy one or
What-
steal one.
What is fentanyl? Is it like is it a muscle relaxer kind of thing or no?
It's a
It's manufactured
painkiller.
in China.
Chinese and their opioids.
Like a
Opioids,
super
huh?
painkiller.
Love those opioids. I keep wanting to say opioids. The Chinese love their boys, huh? One of the most famous stories that started the tampered candy panic occurred in 1959. When
I
Dr.
just
William
made my
Shine
move
pranked his
to
entire
Bulgaria,
neighborhood on
but I was
Halloween
considering
night.
that
What was
while
a
I
prank
was in Toronto.
1959 look like, huh?
Yeah, the Bulgarian beast. Rusev.
Definitely one. Dr. Shine, could you let us
I
go
tried
hang out?
Colombia, dude.
Just like smiles at him. The mad dentist handed out 450
Your money would be
candy
worth more
coated
there.
laxatives to the local
And
trick-or-treaters.
fucking, there's
Well,
mad
they
hot
poop
chicks there.
themselves. Then they will know my wrath. It was reported that 30 kids fell violently ill. In the end, they recovered.
I'd
But
go to
likely,
Colombia,
the
dude.
Holiday ruined.
I wouldn't go to any
Feels
Asian
like
place,
the
dude, because
dentist
those women
being
there are
like,
fucking
"See, candy's bad for
different.
you."
Like they're more family.
Dentist would want
And if you're not
kids,
fucking
so
their
they
race,
do
then their
surgery
family's
on them
gonna hate
get
you.
money.
Yeah, I always imagine that every dentist is like sadistic. Like they love him.
Oh, you have a cavity.
With like a machine, like some fucking made up machine. They're like,
You have to fill it today.
put it on your deal and they're like rotating around whatever. It looks like a fucking like Tim Burton device or something.
I have to get the cavity. It's very deep.
The townsfolk traced the tampered with candy back to Shine's place. The doctor was charged with several crimes, including outrage of public decency and an unlawful dispensing of drugs, which in 1959, the guy was just like, hey, they pooped.
I just took claim of my stolen inheritance last month. Became a millionaire overnight on paper.
You're so soft now. Becky ate a nail yesterday. They're like, those are nails, not pharmaceuticals, doctor.
What the fuck
This
did
is
you
just
do?
one of the many rare stories.
How the fuck did you inherit $1 million, dude?
And these are the kind of stories, too, I can tell. Definitely, you'd say, well, did you hear about this one? Oh, like holding your daughter back. Oh, what about her? Go home, run, go home. But in 2023, an 11-year-old child was given laced treats by a group of boys on electric scooters with ski masks on. I think we call them hoodlums or thugs. One day in Christchurch, New Zealand, a schoolboy was trick-or-treating with his friends for the very first time in the suburb of Parkland with his mom.
Nice, dude. If you get an extra 10 million, dude, donate me 1 million.
Offered by random boys on the street.
Let's see what happens,
Red flag
dude.
number one. I mean, imagine anybody.
Maybe I'll break my stream.
My age or what? Even
If I break PayPal.
You're like, eat this. I'd be like, no. You know what I mean? What, random boy. Expect a ski mask on? Imagine someone like a masked person. Eat this. Okay. I don't give a how young I was. There's no way I would do that. Would you?
I did that to my friend. I gave him cat food, cat treat.
Did he eat
Oh,
it?
shit.
He's like, what is this?
He couldn't smell that it was a cat treat?
They're really tiny.
Did they look like candy? I mean, they're probably coarse and they look like cat food. I would
Uh-huh.
imagine.
They're like little stars and fish shaped.
But it was probably,
God.
looked like cat food, though, right?
Probably.
Oh, man. It's poison
As
to
soon as
spread
he
with cat
ingested the
food.
treat, his throat and mouth started to burning and his lips were tingling. Soon after, he started to have bad stomach pains. The fuck, did they give him like cyanide or something? God damn. Not knowing what was ingested, the
My
mother began
entire
panicking.
family stole my dad.
Huh? What the fuck happened? Oh, it's just the earphones died. I thought the computer broke. I feel like the earphones charged for like a minute or two. I don't know, for like hours. Oh man. My entire family stole my dad's inheritance and treated me like an enemy. My whole life until I got a call from a property manager that told me everything they were renting out was legally mine. Nice, dog. Oh, it wasn't even full screen this whole time, was it? Fuck off, dude. No, I don't want to have to, dude. Fuck off. Oh, man. I hate working, dude. I need to get rich soon, dude. I need to get rich scheme plan. My scheme isn't working. You need to get rich plan. Get rich quick plan. Fuck, working kills my body, dude. Oh. Oh. Man, I wish I had a hot tub, dude. That'd be sick, dude. I'd probably pass it. I'd probably die in it because I'd fall asleep in it. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't die because you just fall asleep and then you try to breathe when you're underwater. And you'd get the water in your nose and you'd wake up. Yeah. Or I'd get like a little neck floaty
Bro,
or
you
something.
need to study The Richest Man in Babylon book.
Richest man in Babylon. Babylon. The Babylon come. The Babylon go. The Babylon come. And the Babylon go. The Babylon come. The Babylon go. Every single day we all know the Babylon come and the Babylon go. Every single day we all
Learn to save
know.
on them $25 an hour jobs and you can become wealthier than someone making $100 an hour that spends everything.
I just saved them $25 an hour jobs. Yeah. Yeah, no, of course. Well, you can in Toronto, dude. I mean, if somebody made $100 an hour in Toronto and you make $25 in the States, you're still making more than them because they're going to be spending way more in Toronto. Oh man. I need to sleep. I need a sleep button. Instead of a sleep pill, a sleep button. Oh man, I want to sleep in my hand. I can't want to sleep at this stupid fucking desk. Sorry, desk, you're not stupid. You're actually pretty cool. Oh, back to the show. Oh.
What did you
Put the cabinets up for the video wall. Like some of the frames that hold all the LEDs. You gotta put them on and make sure they're all leveled so it's not hell putting on the LEDs. The giant ass
Yeah, I
cabinets
like how also he's like, I'm allergic to
with all the
everything.
electricities. Oh. Like giant ass cabinets with all the electricity and like the network cables that like tell them how to communicate and all the electronics and before we're like get a backpack full of cables to terminate. Some electrical work to do. I gotta put these type of heads. This type of head on these wires. I gotta combine this basically. And I got fucking so many of these to do. Well, 6 of them. Yeah.
what time you get home?
Oh, time, dude. I did stream, dude. I did outside stream. Oh, we got 6. We should have 6 of these. 6 of these and 8 heads. Eight heads. See that was before work. But that's okay. I can stream doing that. Got some apples. An apple a day keeps the gay away. Day, right?
Fine. I'm allergic to everything, but I'll eat whatever you tell me. He had serious allergies. Thought he was about to undergo anaphylactic shock. Choked to death. As the night progressed, the boy began to throw up repeatedly, and the stomach pains became more and more severe. And eventually, the mother's teenage daughter alerted her that there was talk of teenage boys putting laxatives in lava cakes. Because of laxatives. Apparently, they had been handing them out all night to unsuspecting children. If I was a younger guy and I was like, I'm going to give away the lollipops to kids and just make it
In my
the
church,
pants.
we pray
On
the
paper,
gay away.
pretty funny. In practice,
Amen.
horrible.
Now
Also,
the
if your
church
kid is,
accepts
like,
gay people now.
severely- let me just go off on this mom a little bit.
The church accepts gay people now. They used to hate gay people. They used to say it used to be a sin to be gay. But then they realized gay people have lots of money, so the church accepts them now.
Why would you not rush him to the hospital?
Because the church loves money.
To come home and be like, oh yeah, kids are putting like
The church is full of greed. They commit deadly sins all the time.
Sweetheart, have a good night. The kid's like, roll around. You know what? Let's give an award for worst mom so far of the year.
Have you ever drugged your friends?
No. Have you drugged your friends?
One friend.
Why?
Well, it was a month prior to my birthday. He like put caramel in my ear when I was sleeping, and I got a huge infection. So,
oh fuck!
For my birthday, I had my brother put sleeping pills in his drinks all night, so that he could fall asleep.
That sounds illegal.
We could fuck with him. Well, he never fell asleep, but yeah, it was illegal.
You and your friend group sound miserable. Caramel in your ear? That sounds fucking awful as well.
Well, I was at the birthday party. The rule was whoever fell asleep, everyone gets to fuck with. But I had a tummy ache.
Don't say tummy. I would have put caramel in your ear too, dude. My tummy hurts, but don't mess with me. You'd be like, I'm fucking with that guy. In 2017, a mother from Florida discovered a prescription painkiller, tramadol, in her 3-year-old son's candy bag after attending a treat street event.
Never even heard of that.
That's why I started an online church on VR chat and keep it real and traditional still. I've been banned so many times for posting anti-LGBTQ stuff.
That after 29 years of running the event, this has never happened. that we know of, right? They believe that it was merely an accident
Happy
rather
hour
than
chat
a
church.
malicious or
Genius.
intentional act.
It's a painkiller. It's probably over the counter. Just
Oh, I'm sorry, he's gonna feel good for a while.
The only thing is you can't charge them for
we hear you yelling at your husband, Teresa,
confessions
so he probably needs it.
or
In 2023, a prescription drug, clonazepam pill.
you can't charge them for confessions or the fucking little basket thing, the donations. How they're advised to donate 10% of their yearly income. The little basket, I forget what the fuck it's called, but yeah.
Was found in
So
their
the priest can
child's
go flex and
Halloween
be a
candy.
millionaire.
Clonazepam is used to treat panic or anxiety attacks.
Mhm.
It was found on a plastic bag decorated with candy corn. Quote, along with various pieces of mixed candy.
Everyone is broke on there. We do
It's
things
just
out of
loose,
philanthropy and
unwrapped
grace.
candy and a candy corn bag. Halloween is here. Once again, no culprit was found. Of course, why not? But the Sireville Police Department made a statement on Facebook warning people to examine their children's candy. If you're not doing that already, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Come on. I don't think my mom ever.
I don't
think ever
ask
did.
them to
I remember
tie.
one time I think I took up like a, what was this hard
Yeah,
candy?
that's
I had
it,
a fucking
titty.
Strawberry wrapper.
That's it,
You know
titty.
what I mean? Those hard candies.
T-I-T-H-E. Tit-he.
Black hair wrapped
That's
around
it.
it. What my fat ass did, I just. You know what I mean? Sick for 3 days afterwards. Oh, too much sugar. Not realize I probably just ate like pubic hair or something like that. In the year
Now that is a
2000,
funny
police began
word.
an investigation over the
Tit-he.
discovery of Snicker bars crammed with bags of marijuana. On Halloween night, at least 9 Snicker bars were filled with marijuana and passed out to unknowing trick-or-treaters in Hercules. The police had a few leads to follow, but ultimately were not able to find the source.
They're filled with marijuana.
How is it possible that just no one is found? No one comes forward. Every time. The next one, where if they don't find the next one, I'm rage quitting. In 2018, 2 parents were sent to the hospital after eating meth-laced Halloween
Oh
candy.
my God.
Damn. Now that's a fucking trick or treat right there. Holy shit, you just got tricked. You know what I mean? We gave you the candy. Why are you tricking us? You just got tricked. The Oregon Sheriff's Office made a statement about Halloween candy reportedly being altered in the Aloha community. While the family was trick-or-treating, they ate a packet of Sour Patch Kids and began to feel sick. The leftover candies were taken in for an investigation and were tested positive for presence of methamphetamine. Fortunately,
Fam,
none of the
looking
children
at your
ingested
RuneScape
any of the
resume.
laced candy.
You can
which I
best
think
bet
is
I'll
unfair.
hire you
I think
for
we're gotta
$1.50
go down
plus
as a
an hour
family.
when I
If
get the
Daddy
cash
and
flow.
Mommy get meth, Sour Patch Kids, then I think the children should as well. Only fair, right? Who bought you the costume?
Yeah, dedication. That's
Police
what
sheriff in
RuneScape
2022
shows.
shared his story of being forced to eat LSD-laced candy when he was a young child. On Halloween Day, a 6-year-old Andrew Brunson attended a trick-or-treat fair to play games and go on rides. While there, he encountered a bizarre adult that repeatedly insisted he eat a piece of candy he had in his hand. Like he was feeding a fucking horse, dude. It's just right there. Eat it. You're hungry, aren't you? He went so far as to open it up himself and put it in his mouth. Being a child, he ate the candy without giving it much thought. He's like,
Please like the video, dogs.
Brunson ended up in the hospital after his mother saw him unconscious on the ground. Today,
Yeah.
the police sheriff urges parents to be aware of where their kids are on Halloween and to walk in the neighborhoods during the daytime. POV, someone's giving you candy and they're like, and then it's just black. And you wake up and you're like,
That's horrifying.
it's absolutely horrifying. That's so fucked up. It was Halloween, 1964, when 13-year-old Elsie Drucker and her 15-year-old sister Irene were almost killed
Arsenic?
just arsenic hidden inside of Halloween
Arsenic?
candy. While sorting through
Arsenic?
Halloween candy, 2 ant buttons were discovered. These are tools used to kill insects and pesticides, all that kind of shit, right? The community was alerted of this, leading to 19 more ant buttons to be discovered in other houses in the neighborhood. With the help of the 2 children, the police were able to trace the toxic treats to the home of a 47-year-old housewife named Helen Field. Finally, we get justice of all these motherfuckers, dude. Finally, we get a face. Especially a 47-year-old housewife named Helen Field that didn't have anything better to do. We got too many ant buttons.
I don't got any more ants. You take them.
She was charged with child endangerment and held the risk of facing prison time. As you probably should, dude. What the fuck? Yeah.
Wait, so I'm really gonna go to the big house for this one?
Yeah. According to Phil's husband, the whole thing was a joke. What a hoot and a holler. Helen, however, had a strange motive behind her actions. She told the courtroom that she, quote, didn't mean it maliciously and intentionally handed out the poisonous treats to people who should have already aged out of the activity.
I gave it to other people who I thought were too old trick-or-treating.
What? As it turned out, Helen was also handing out dog biscuits and steel wool as well.
Steel wool.
Helen's husband spent Halloween night trick-or-treating with her teenage sons, who were likely older than the people she divvied out the poison to. Phil was forced to undergo 60 days in a psychiatric hospital as a result of her heinous actions.
Wow.
Throw her in the loony bin. Yeah, exactly. They were head Helen pleaded guilty in the middle of her trial, but her case was ultimately suspended and was chalked up to a mere stupidity rather than genuine malice, which is so This is like 1960s justice.
Do you pay for heating and hydro, or is it included in the 1K rental contract?
Not again. All right, Helen. He's like, like all spazzed out. And
My rent and my
Your Honor. Judge Thomas M. Stark said, I don't
Internet.
understand why she had done such a stupid thing as this, but I feel incarceration
$1,035
is not
a month.
the answer. What a man of the people. A political beacon of justice. But one of the most tragic instances of Halloween laced candy was that of Ronald O'Brien.
Yeah, if I did it, then I just get a room heater.
Halloween. It was a rainy Halloween night in 1974.
I would pay for
Ronald
heating.
O'Brien went out trick-or-treating with his children near his home in Deer Park,
Get a
suburb
room heater.
of Houston. They joined the Bates family
Right.
as their two
I
kids
didn't have this.
traveled as a group. Nice family out. Nice Halloween night, right? The rain had poured so intensely that the night had to end early. Before bed, Timothy requested a treat, to which O'Brien recommended the pixie sticks, even going so far as to help pour the candy into his son's mouth. Within 90 minutes, Timothy was pronounced dead. His daughter Elizabeth had also chosen the pixie sticks, but she survived because she was unable to open the pixie sticks. As it turns out, both Timothy and Elizabeth's candy had been poisoned. According to investigators, O'Brien filled the top 2 inches of pixie sticks with granules of potassium cyanide. What a fucking monster. Especially to think that the guy was just like, all right, open up. Ooh, big Halloween night. I gotta go check on your sister. Parents across Texas began to freak out over the possibility that their children would be poisoned as well. And in response, they threw away all Halloween candies that were collected. Hence O'Brien's nickname, the man who killed Halloween. Shockingly, there were more than just 2 laced pixie sticks. In fact, 5 other children were given the same candy from Ronald. Ronald was tasked with locating the other pixie sticks, but there was no way to find the exact whereabouts of where those pixie sticks were at. The police turned their attention to O'Brien after finding out that he had taken out $30,000 in life insurance policies for both his children.
Wow.
It's so stupid. It's so suspicious. You know, just what's your highest you can go? 30,000. Yeah, both of them. I was planning on keeping one of them, but with the amount, sure, fine. I'll settle with 30.
You know what's crazy? Nowadays, it costs about like $20,000 just to give birth to a child in the hospital. You're not even making.
Yeah, I heard that in America it costs 20 grand to give fucking birth.
Prices sure have skyrocketed, haven't they, Nick? Not only was he trying to profit off the death of his children, he was willing to involve other innocent kids in an attempt to make the crime appear random. In fact, his own insurance agent admitted that Ronald called him within hours of Timothy's death to begin processing the claim. How fucked up is that? Hey man, you want to go out and run those numbers? They're gone. They're long gone. That's horrible. Yeah. Run it. On June 3rd, O'Brien was sentenced to death via electric chair. He was executed on March 31st, 1984. He
Nice.
paid his innocence all
Good
the way
shit.
to the end, stating, quote, because I have no guilt, I've really got nothing to worry about. What a man, Ronald. What a man. One of my favorite crazy Halloween incidents when I was a kid, it didn't have to do with necessarily drugs or anything, but there was one time I saw these kids go up to a house. They asked, trick or treat. The guy was like, leave me alone. Because the whole indicator too is if somebody's doing trick or treating, their lights are on. So you can go,
Yeah.
If their lights are off,
Their ports are
don't
on.
tell 'em.
Yeah.
Lights were on, and the kids were like, trick or treat, and he's like, I'm not fucking doing it here. And they're like, well, why are your lights on? He went over to his, like, there's a little garden bed next to him, and he gave like a handful of rocks and put it in their bags. And he was like, there you go, now fuck off. And the kids immediately went, took the rocks out, and just like pelted the windows out of his car. He came out, what the fuck? He turned his light off after that, though. That was the one big one. I kept my
Damn.
You did.
Yeah. I got a rock from him. You know, Halloween is supposed to be this joyous time for
Damn.
children, and me personally now, I loved trick-or-treating back then, but now it's just a time, it's an excuse to just get in the spirit of watching crazy-ass fun movies and having this kind of weird decor, feeling this
Go do a
looming
crazy rave.
vibe. And it's a shame nowadays that it's like, I look around, you don't see any of that kind of camaraderie with kids
Yeah,
anymore.
people
or
fucked
even
it up.
maybe one day me having another child.
Adults fucked it up for the kids.
I'd like to take my kid out trick-or-treating, experience the things that I used to experience when I was a kid. And it's a shame that people have to go and ruin such a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I do have to say this. If you are planning on going
people do.
trick-or-treating this Halloween season, or maybe you're taking your kiddos or your puppers out for a nice jaunt around the Halloween
Don't get some meth-laced candy.
Maybe keep a nice, spooky eye on all of these crazy, crazy individuals. Until next time.
Nah, just buy a whole bunch of candy and give that to your kid.
Bye-bye.
Just hide it up through the fucking house and give him to run around the fucking house or something. Like fucking... like that. When pranks turn deadly. We'll watch something else. We'll try to watch a gaming one or something. I like this RuneScape one. I wish he made another RuneScape one, dude. Oh, Chase is a fucking nasty, dude. Oh, Chase is a fucking nasty, dude. What should we watch, Jack? Oh. Oh. Fuck, something's in my eye, dude. Negro Army recruiters. That sounds fun. Oh, fuck, Jack. Oh, fuck, I don't need to sign against. Fuck, I probably do. Oh, okay, I think we're good. Negro Army recruiters. I don't even know there's a Negro
Welcome
Army.
back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit down because today we're talking about the U.S. military. So many goddamn heroes.
Why'd you join the army?
For my country.
Type shit.
Yes, yes. We're actually talking more about military recruiters today. Sorry for the bait and switch, but we are. Because the U.S. military is constantly in need of recruits. Because of that, army recruitment has become its own complex operation. One that makes constant efforts to reach as many people as possible using the hundreds of millions of dollars allotted yearly for this purpose. Hundreds of millions. Some of you may have seen it firsthand with military recruiters showing up to their colleges or campus to talk to kids directly. But this is far from the only method used to find interested people in joining the Hoorah clan.
One time I got off the bus and a guy sprinted from the bushes trying to recruit me.
You were just that much of a soldier. You were just that much of a catch. It turns out that the U.S. military employs a lot of strange and extreme tactics to accomplish their goal, especially with the realization that Gen Z shows far less interest in joining the military compared to previous generations. I mean, in 2022, only 45,000 soldiers enlisted out of 60,000 that was intended that year. No one cares anymore, man. Rock, flag, and eagle, man. Rock, flag, and eagle. No more. No more.
A lot of people are very anti-American nowadays.
Isn't it sad, Nick? Isn't it sad? Hoorah. Hoorah! A big part of this is due to the fact that young people seem to be more aware of the realities of military service and no longer buying into the flowery messaging given to them by recruiters who want to sell this as an ideal path. And in fact, recruiters often focus on the supposedly immense benefits and sense of purpose one can obtain, leaving out the harsher truths like the risk of PTSD, suicide, and mental health issues. So today I want to talk about the most ridiculous military recruitment methods. And let me tell you, some of them might even work on me.
People think you're poor if you join the military. That's not the case. I just got paid, so I went shopping. I spent $10,000. I got a pair of Louboutins. I wore them for the first time last night. They told me to use a protectant on the red sole so that it up, but I already.
What you're seeing is advanced warfare.
Oh,
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157
the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Wake up. Wake up. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. It's an e-girl in military uniform. It's propaganda. Wake up. Wake up.
We can't get into this topic without discussing one of the strangest and more recent examples, the e-girl soldier psyops. All across social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, videos are making waves showcasing what can only be described as e-girls cosplaying as members of the United States Army. Many are convinced that it's all part of a massive psyop, and that the US is enlisting the help of attractive women to make videos that convince people to join the Army, aka the literal most effective way to put men into any position. And it works hand over fist. This is referred to as the simp to soldier pipeline. One of the most well-known influencers in this genre of content is a woman online named Luhan that has almost 1 million followers on TikTok. Dressed in full army getup, she posts videos of her lip-syncing to trendy songs, doing dances, and vlogging her experience. While some posts seem innocent enough and realistic, occasionally things would become way less subtle. Like a post where she directly tells people, quote, "If you feel unwanted, you know the army wants you bad." I love that, dude. I want you bad, so if I was an army man, she'd probably love me. That's how men's minds work nowadays, too. Similar theories are even being made in other countries for people like Natalia Fadiz, also known as the gun waifu, a member of the IDF that posts pro-Israel propaganda on her Instagram and her OnlyFans. There's definitely a guy who was just doing something and then he's just, that OnlyFans comment really perked him up. Her content ranges from cringy e-girl trends to Overwatch cosplays, mixed with thirst trap photos on her Instagram as well as her OnlyFans, popping her showing tits. It's, you know, what else is new? People believe that this is done as a recruitment method as well, and have successfully gotten many young men to obsess over her.
I would never reject you. In fact, I would like to be with you. I love you. Could you be my girlfriend? Heart, heart, heart. Please love me.
But of course, this isn't the first time the U.S. Army has tried tactics like these to gain interest of young people. Throughout history, they have employed various methods that glorify military life, often in a way that feels inappropriate or deceptive, like with military ad campaigns. Which, listen, here's the thing, guys. They're awesome. They're really cool. I remember, even when I was younger, I would see them and I'd be like, damn, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, it worked on me. I could get free college?
Free college? And I'm like failing algebra. Free college? I'm gonna be a doc!
Can you sign up with flat feet? Or is that, you can't be drafted with flat feet?
If you have flat feet, they're not gonna allow you into the military? Is that big of a deal? I thought it was if you're like colorblind.
Well, that maybe that too. If you have flat feet, you can't be drafted. So I'm safe from the draft.
You're also like 40. You're not gonna get drafted, Nick. Like, you're like, I'm really young and extremely in shape. I hope they don't draft me.
Hunter, I have something to tell you.
What is it, Mom?
You may want to put that energy drink down. I don't think you're hurt.
Or so long shot. One short advertisement from 1985 simply focuses on a sword being forged over a dramatic voiceover catering to the alpha men. I think more so just being like, King Arthur's table. You want to stab this into like a Middle Eastern guy's chest. They're all dragons. Lizard people. That would have worked on me. Yeah, there's lizard people over there? We gotta kill them! In 1987, the U.S. Marines took it a step further with an advertisement set in medieval times, with a young man dressed in armor being knighted by a king. The voiceover compares the adventurous and courageous knight to that of a modern Marine. Continuing with the medieval theme, the Marine Corps released a particularly strange ad in 1990 that depicted knights and evil wizards fighting each other on a life-size chessboard. Who do you think the wizards were? You know who the enemy is. Join the Marines. One of the most bizarre videos released in 1998, a man enters a strange CGI video game-esque coliseum where he must traverse a deadly obstacle course in order to retrieve a sword themed after a bald eagle. It's awesome. Especially that time too when you're just like, I just got my Nintendo 64, you're like, oh my god, I've been playing it here on my TV, but I could be in the game. That kind of thing. Also, a bald eagle sword. You kidding me? So sick. Almost looks a little like Nazi propaganda. Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Sorry they had good aesthetic. He then dramatically fights a lava monster before striking him down, being engulfed in flames and turning into a fully dressed
a Marine. And many people can't forgive ads like these for being a product of their time, but even modern military ads seem to dress things up to appear like some sort of trendy video game, which you definitely know for a fact that these guys are just like, Call of Duty's huge. We're basically breeding them from when they're 8 years old playing these games. In 2019, the What's Your Warrior marketing campaign was released with the intention of
What's your
showcasing
warrior,
the
brother?
diverse opportunities available to those joining the army. The advertisement is very clearly
Sniper.
trying to cater to the Gen Z by mimicking a modern hero shooter aesthetic, showing specific
Yeah, the guy in the
characters
fucking
alongside
ghillie
catchy
outfit.
nicknames and flashy graphics as their operators in Rainbow Six Siege. I like to think that they also went to like Blizzard and they're just like Overwatch. You know, do you think that they ever like the US government's here, like the colonel like walks in, hello colonel? He's just like, I have an assignment for you, son. America needs you. On the phone with it. Huh? Here are some examples of these warriors, by the way. Aviation officers are referred to as the Dragon Tamers. I'm telling you, there's a lot of anti-Chinese shit I feel like in this. The Dragon Tamers. Microbiologists are called the virus
The
hunters.
Dragon
And
Tamers.
culinary specialists are called the replenishers. Like they're just like, you could be a cook. Many people across social media agreed that it was an incredibly predatory method of attracting the attention of young people. And appealing to gamers through advertisements is one thing, but what about actual video games? Let's talk about the military-funded video games. Because in 1999, U.S. Army Colonel Casey Wardzinski came up with a unique idea to manage the lack of recruitments. And by 2002, he helped develop a video game called America's Army, which was released with the purpose of convincing people to recruit in real life. And this was the first instance of the
Damn.
using the medium as a marketing tactic. The game acted as a team-based tactical shooter similar
Okay.
to Counter-Strike that was praised for being one of the most realistic portrayals in military combat and gaming for its time. I wonder who you're killing. Apparently in 2007, a man used his knowledge for the game to save 2 people that were stuck in a car after an accident. And the game was getting a lot of great press to the point where multiple games were released, both spin-offs and sequels. I like how some guys just like, thank you American Army, I wouldn't have been able to save that wife and child from their burning car. That's kind of an interesting though, huh?
Do you think they set that scenario up so a guy could save?
The woman's like handcuffed to the wheel, like duct tape around.
Yeah, wait, how did he learn from the game, from a car wreck? How does that make sense?
Secret level.
America's Army led to a more positive view on the U.S. military and successfully raised recruitment numbers more than any previous advertising attempt. And 20 years later, the game had shut down entirely after showcasing increasingly dwindling player numbers. Well, yeah, dude. One of the most popular military-based
The
video games
Xbox
is
game, of
undoubtedly
course.
Call of Duty, which first released in October of 2003, and this game has been widely speculated to be a military-funded psyop. I love that idea. State documents have been released in the past to prove that the CIA utilized video games for the purpose of counter-terrorism operations, even using spies to do surveillance on people through World of Warcraft and Second Life.
World of
And
Warcraft.
apparently, there was a belief that criminal networks may be operating within online video games. And no. And because of this, it is not a stretch to assume that Call of Duty is more than just a video game. The U.S. Air Force has even brought executive producers tied to Call of Duty franchise to their headquarters to demonstrate how their gear and vehicles work. We're just research and stuff. Puts like a needle in the back of his neck.
See, that they should add that. Like after every map, there should be like a big like promotion that's like join the army.
Wasn't that fun? You should sign up here. Or if you did something
Wasn't that
where it was like,
fun?
get a free
Join the army
battle
today.
pass, just, you know,
Join the army, get a free battle
They
pass.
do a battle pass to where you sign up, you get a free battle pass if you put your email and information in. Then you start
Yeah,
getting
join the
bonuses.
army, get a free battle
Blizzard
pass.
became entangled in sexual harassment scandals. The U.S. Army actually had big plans to put tons of money into Call of Duty.
Want a battle
franchise. They plan
pass?
to sponsor
Are you
Twitch
18 or
videos,
older?
paying influencers
Join
to
the
create
army.
pro-army content, and even create a reward-based inventory in Call of Duty Mobile that would pay in-game currency to viewers that watch ads for the U.S. Army.
Here you go. See, you were right. They did go up to Blizzard.
I'm telling you, they're just like, come on. If he has a gun, he's just like, I don't want to make this hard. Despite there being proven instances of video games utilized this way, Major John Mark Fillin had his own frustrations. According to him, military recruits that are part of the Nintendo generation have frail skeletons and are not tough enough to handle the active training required by the military. First off, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But in response, he put together a regiment for people to build stronger bones, including tasks such as couch to 5K running program and drinking lots of milk. The guy's hard. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you.
Oh, he
Lots of milk.
couch to
Drink
5K.
4
It's a
gallons of
Reddit
milk.
thing.
Couch to 5K is a huge Reddit thing. Have you done it?
No, but like the fitness sub, this is years ago. They're like, Here's the couch to 5K regiment.
And it's just because he said the Nintendo generation has soft bones. He's like, get off your couch, run a 5K, and drink milk. Reddit falling for a psyop? That's odd. With big games like Fortnite and Minecraft releasing to massive audiences, the US military was struggling to utilize the gaming space to enlist future military soldiers. For them, the next obvious step was to create the US Army esports team, which the US Army, as well as the Air Force and Navy, created their own esports teams. Alongside this, they had recruiters playing shooters on stream dressed in full uniform, talking about how much they love being in the Army. Which, is that comparable to like the Army having a football team and the Navy having a football team too that played like the college bowls? Yeah, it's just like, oh, I like football, you know, and that kind of thing. All is fair in love and war, Nick. All is fair in love and war. But their goal is once again to reach out to people in the prime ages for military recruitment. And people were quick to ridicule this endeavor online, spamming comments with the U.S. military's participation in various war crimes.
Oh, cool. Nice. Really chill guy. Have a nice time getting banned, my dude.
I'd always be afraid that they'd like bomb a house.
The Army would?
Yeah. War crimes. And then all of a sudden, or you see like a drone flying outside my window. I'm like,
oh shit.
That was actually a big thing during Obama when he started the Obama era. When he started using drones, people were like, he's gonna use it on U.S. citizens.
I always thought that the big thing they're gonna do with drones is they were gonna start delivering packages. Whatever happened with
Yeah,
that.
what
I've
happened?
never had one package delivered by drone. It upsets me because that was the whole thing I thought was cool with Amazon was they were like, oh yeah, you just drop the box off at your doorstep and he flies away. It's like. Idiot. I was sitting there, I had to order like, I don't know, a pair of socks. Look at my window.
I'm pretty sure there was a guy who like he ordered from Amazon and someone with a shotgun shot it down and took the package.
That's awesome.
At some point
That's
today,
America.
if a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it, I'm gonna be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I guess the Fruit of Loom socks runs off.
Speaking of psyops, they think that's a psyops.
What isn't a psyop? The amount of times I see the word psyop online, there's psyops everywhere. Subway has a psyop. McDonald's, Walmart has a psyop. Who doesn't have a psyop? Name a company that doesn't have a psyop? No, this isn't a
Papa Meat.
No, we have a psyop. I don't know what it is yet, but we definitely, if we don't have one, we're making one. What would our psyop be?
Join the Patreon by using cute e-girls.
That's what we need to do, dude. Do you think we'd get in trouble if we started getting like big titted women, fat ass, or like buff guys with like chiseled bodies just be like, I don't know, my life's just been, I look like this because I'm on the Patreon. You think that'd get people to go?
Oh yeah.
Really? That's gonna be our psyop then. The U.S. Army Esports Twitter account started to get made fun of online as well for using cringe e-girl phrases. We'll ask the merch store boss lady. They were responding with ooh woo. And it's like, these are the people that are supposed to protect this country. Why can't it just be, why do they, I mean, it's an idea, I get it, of we're trying to be hip with the kids and they want to join in or whatever, but can it not just be a thing where online is where you are your cringy self and you do all your shit
US Army
and then if you join the
Esports
Army,
team.
can there not just be things
But they're
where
not
we just
around
don't
anymore.
joke? This is just, we're the Army. The Army does not need to be making joke accounts, you know what I mean?
They're trying to appeal to Gen Z.
I get it, but I'm saying, can nothing be sacred anymore? Am I wrong? Why can't it just be a bunch of old guys who are just like, I don't know, are you in life? Kind of. Cool, help me give you purpose again. That's been the biggest thing. I've had like multiple friends who are like, real f***ups. And they're like, honestly, like f***ups. They joined the Army though, and they like actually found like discipline and all kinds of stuff. Like the system I think works for people. It's just a matter of, but it's hard work, you know? I don't know.
And you could die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After being told that banning people for bringing up historic events in this matter was violating the First Amendment, the U.S. Army decided to take a break from streaming, and when they returned, they reinstated a ton of counts that they had banned previously. Like, okay, well, I guess they can't just state facts. We can't just ban people for saying shit. This wasn't their only controversy, however, because it turns out that they were also participating in potentially unlawful fake giveaways in order to push higher recruitment rates. Links would be posted on their Twitch claiming that you could win an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller worth up to $200, only for most people to click and be sent to a recruitment page with zero mention of the giveaway. Perhaps they hope people would just forget about it and just be like, oh, okay, well, I guess the giveaway's not real. I guess I'll just sign up instead.
I guess I just joined the Army instead.
And according to their Twitch page, they stopped streaming about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
If your favorite streamer was just like, hey, you should join the Army, how many people do you think would?
Oh, a lot.
So if SQC was just like, hey, you have to, you guys should join the Army for real, whatever, then that you think people would be like, okay.
I think a substantial amount of people would consider it because they'd be like, yes.
I mean, even
Yeah,
like
'cause he's
a
an
percent,
influencer.
1%, if 1%, that'd be a lot. For some audiences, and for some audiences, that'd be crazy.
I bet you if Kai Cenat said join the Army.
Ooh, if Kai Cenat was just like, hey guys, for real, join the army, I'd have some weight. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Join the army. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the want. Would you rather work in an Amazon factory or would you rather join the army?
Join the army.
I'd probably join the army over working at Amazon.
I'd be in the Air Force.
No, you wouldn't. You have glasses. They wouldn't let your blind ass be in an airplane.
Pilot.
Then why would you want to be in the Air Force?
I'd be in the cockpit.
What cockpit? What are you talking about?
Control room.
So you just want to be a desk jockey in the army? You want to be in the Air Force? You don't want to fly a plane? I feel like you're very easy to please. You know that? You do not reach for. You don't reach for anything, do you? You just said that you want to be a
I'm
desk
going to
jockey.
sleep, chat. I'll wake up and stream. I'll wake up and stream some RuneScape. 8 a.m. So hopefully I wake up by noon. Actually, probably 2 p.m. I'll wake up.